Hey everybody, welcome back. After a licensing time out there to do his 12 favorite patterns, I'm back with stiff-hackled wets from Cutcliffe and a pattern from his book, The Art of Trout Fishing in Rapid Streams, published in 1863. And of course, he's from Devon and what they call the West Country in England, and one of the things that is also famous in that area is a breed of cow called the Devon cattle. And in a few of his patterns, he uses fur from these cattle. And my good friend Jonathan Antunes was capable of getting some fur, sifting through it, getting out all the crazy wiry hairs, and getting to the dubbable fur and cleaning out from seeds and dirt and whatnot, and passing on a nice bunch to me. So I'm going to tie one of those patterns, and that's number 3 in option B. Option A uses peacock herl, which is a solid substitute. Gold twist. The silk used is primrose, heavily waxed. Again, and that Devon cow fur, which I'm dubbing on right now. And then the hackle is what he calls black red, which I assume is furnace or something like a furnace. And I have this beautiful skin. It's an entire skin I got from Kerby Hackles. And Kirby is one of these smaller hackle growers in the United States, and he has some really beautiful birds that have a beautiful, beautiful sheen. The one I was able to get leans not quite super red, but it's more like an orangey yellow sunburst kind of color in its furnace, but really, really shiny, as you may take note when I show you the hackle again, and just works beautifully. So wrapping the gold twist after doing the dubbing. Tried to make a decent taper with the dubbing. I'm trying to make this the wrapping of the gold wire, gold twist uniform here. Doing my best. Not always the easiest thing to make look pretty. And I still have some dubbing on, as you may see. I wanna have that thorax with dubbing, and I'm gonna helicopter off here, and then I'm gonna just trim a little bit of the super long hairs, and I just doing a little wrap, a scooch back to because I want to wrap through this hackle through the thorax. So I'm tying it in by the tip. In a perfect world, you have a nice triangular taper to the feather. A lot of this genetic hackle nowadays, the taper isn't as dramatic. But with that taper, you would get, if you tie it in by the tip, those first couple wraps are shorter than the last ones. And then you want to double the hackle, which is what I'm doing here. You can do it outside of the tie-in, which is probably a safer way. As you just saw, I just yanked it out, so I gotta back up here and tie it in again. It's not the end of the world, as you can see. Every problem has a solution. Hopefully you saw that beautiful hackle, how it's black in the center, red, and then it goes to more like a sunburst as you go to the edge. So here I'm doubling the fibers by stroking them back as I wind. And these are full collars of hackle for the Cutcliffe flies. So don't be shy here. It's not a sparse, 1.5 turn thing. And you see how that furnace creates a really cool effect there in the thorax of kind of a darker center going out to the legs. And going to catch it in with 2 turns. I like to stroke it back, put a turn in front, a couple turns in front, and then I'm going to cut that out. And I didn't do such a great job cutting there. I left a little stub, so if you have great scissors, I have the Dr. Slick razor scissors, which I find to be fabulous. I've bought Copter, Renomid, to try them out, and I come back to the slicks all the time. When they get dull, it's, you just buy another pair. They're not crazy expensive, and they have super fine tips. And there you go. 3-turn whip finish. I don't bother with any glue. In the case of this style fly, I heavily wax my silk, so I should probably clean the head a little bit more from wax, and that's all. Thank you. Enjoy.